So, hey, I haven't talked about this topic ever on my page. And I don't know, I don't talk about it to anyone, but I have Asperger's. I was diagnosed when I was 12 and I got on medication when I was 16. And I'd just like to talk more about it and my struggles with it and some of my thoughts and feelings about having it and my own personal experiences. So, growing up, I had Asperger's, of course, growing up in the 90s in rural Oklahoma. Nobody, of course, knew anything about autism, Asperger's, none of that. It was all very relative, and most people, when they talked about autism back in the 90s, they talked about the really extreme cases. Um, so I have autism, but I'm on the higher spectrum, so I function a little bit better than a lot of people with autism. Um, but growing up, I dealt with a lot of harshness, especially from the older generation, because growing up in rural Oklahoma, especially, people are very ignorant. A lot of people don't read. A lot of people don't know things. A lot of people have these theories and made up beliefs about things. Um, so I grew up with a lot of harshness from adults. I remember adults getting on to me, even adults I didn't know, for not looking them in the eye. And that wasn't because I, was doing it on purpose like a normal kid. It's just a part of autism, and especially Asperger's, is looking you in the eye. It causes us stress, it causes us pain, it causes us friction. So I was a really violent and angry child. I was always angry. I hated myself. And I think that just stemmed from a lot of the ignorance growing up. I dealt with so much harshness from teachers, from family, to all sorts of people just because they didn't know how to deal with Asperger's. And all the old ways of doing things was wrong. That's not the way to treat somebody with autism, especially Asperger's. And yeah, I didn't have that. Nobody had the information or the knowledge to help anyone with Asperger's. And I remember when I got diagnosed, nobody even knew what Asperger's was where I was from. Nobody. It was that new. So when I went to go get treatment for it and get help, all the drugs and everything were even new. A lot of the doctors had just started trying to figure out how to medicate it and how to treat it. And that, oh my gosh, I tried so many pills that make you sleep all night, pills that give you night terrors. Oh, let me tell you, I am so thankful that this new generation does not have to go through what people with autism and Asperger's had to go through. And I'm thankful that I did that for people. I was the guinea pig with thousands upon thousands of other people, so this newer generation can have an easier road. Um, and, I really hated having Asperger's once I found out. I used to pray and pray and pray about it. And I still pray about it. I mean, I believe God could take it away if he really wanted to. And I held some hope, and this is off topic, that one day they'll find a cure for it. And I know that's relative and out there that they could ever have a cure for autism, but I wish they would have a cure. I wish I didn't have to take medication anymore. But is there ever going to be a cure? I don't know. And if there is, what am I going to be, 80, 60 when they do? Is it even worth it then? That's off topic. But yeah, having Asperger's is a hard struggle. It really is. And the only thing I can really suggest that will help anyone besides regular treatment with doctors is medication. If you have autism, especially Asperger's, you need to be on medication. Point blank. There's no arguing it. I won't argue with anyone. If you want your child to live a relatively normal life, I say normal, like a functioning part of society, they really need to be on medication. And that's what I contribute a lot of my adult life to me functioning so well in my adult life is to medication. But yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on it. And yeah, I'm really thankful that I went through so much, so much of the younger generation didn't have to. And yeah, if you have Asperger's out there, you're not alone. And there's other people who struggle with it, and you're not the only one that hates having it, and you're not the only one who thinks you're broken. Because trust me, most of us think that, and you're not. You're made beautifully, and God made you beautifully. Um, Yeah, that's my thoughts on it. I hope you have a good day. Thank you.